we go to this restaurant that me and Atrioc have eaten at together. Like me and Atrioc got lunch like 2 weeks before, and Atrioc he looks at this whole menu and he's like, I don't eat fish, and a lot of it is fish, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. You should maybe try these things. And he goes, no, I'm not gonna take any of those recommendations. I'm gonna order this big fucking fish. It's literally it comes out and it's a fish. Like it's like the fucking everything, like the tail and the
like
eyes,
his eyeball,
and, everything. And I'm like, all right, sure. And he orders it, and it comes out, and it's like this dish that has like all of the fish bones still in it. So it's like the whole time he is like picking bones out of his teeth and his mouth, and it looks like it's so inconvenient to eat. And I'm like, are you having fun eating that? He's like, no, that's good. He won't admit that it's like difficult.
You talking about Atrioc or Mango?
Atrioc.
Okay.
So that happens, right? Fast forward to we get dinner with Mango at the same place. And I make an announcement to the table. I say it like 4 times. I go, everyone, I don't care what you order. I'm not here to control you. I just want you to know the intel I have. Atrioc has ordered this dish on the menu right here. It's this one. He's ordered this dish right here. Do not order it. It's going to be so inconvenient. You're going to hate it. You're not going to like it. Like maybe the fish tastes good, but you're going to be picking bones out of your mouth the whole night. And so Mango replies to that and goes, I want soup. And I'm like, that's great. that has nothing to do with what I said not to order. That's great. So Mango, just thinking that the entire bottom half of the menu is soup, which is, there's no reason to really think that.
Yeah,
because
there's
like,
a section at
there's
the
like
bottom
a section
right.
that's like the
there's
soup.
a section at the bottom right that are like the broths.
Then it's just like regular dishes that are on the second part of the
which
menu.
the fish isn't in.
So he goes, all right, I'm going to order this, the thing I said not to order. And I say to him before he walks away, I'm like, that's the thing I said don't order. And he looks at me and he goes, I just want soup. And I'm like, it's not soup. And he goes, whatever, I'll like it. I don't care. And I'm like, all right, fuck, it's in your hands, whatever. I gave you everything.
Are we
need.
just bad at food? Like the bone situation, is there someone who's just like, and all the bones are gone?
No, this is common. If you get like a fish at spots like this, you do have to sit there and pick them out.
But like,
this happens.
Certainly there's a way to pick them out.
Yeah.
That's efficient, effective, quick, and not a pain in the ass.
I think it depends on the type of like restaurant you go to, like the way it's prepared.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if you eat it every day, you get really good at picking them out. But you know, who are we?
Wow, I want to kill it so bad. It
Where is
keeps
it?
flying right here. I don't know.
To be angry. Oh, it's above your head now.
Also, we got a bunch of appetizers. We got a bunch of appetizers at this place. We just, I don't know, just a bunch of different food. But there's a bunch of things that Mango has never tried before. And we're like, you should try it. Like, have a bite. And he's like, only if Aiden makes me a bite.
Yeah, he wouldn't eat it unless Aiden prepared him a bite and fed it to him.
So I'm feeding Mango different appetizers.
What's like an example of one that you never had?
Like he never had
tuna tartare.
Like tuna. We got like tuna tartare. So it, like I make him a little bite on like a chip, and I like boop, put it like
that's so sweet.
It was
that
very
warms
funny.
my heart.
So we keep going. He orders his fucking fish, and he's eating it, and I'm watching him pick all the bones out, and I'm like, I'm in my head, I'm like, you're so stupid. Like you just didn't listen, and then eventually he gets like a cartoon character. He gets a bone stuck sideways in his throat, like it's here. And he's like, and you see it bouncing around, and he's starting to go like, oh, there's a bone in my throat, and I'm like, yeah, bitch, of course there's a fucking bone in your throat, you fucking idiot, because you just swallow food, you don't chew, you don't listen to me either, and I'm berating him. I'm like, you didn't listen when I said. He's like, I didn't listen to you, and I'm like, I know, I'm telling you, you didn't listen. You're not even listening now, and so he keeps trying to get this bone out, and he's trying different weird methods. He's
doing anything but what you would do fucking normally. By the way,
anything but what actually works.
This whole dinner, he's been like, Ben, we gotta get some sake. Ben, we gotta get some beer.
Yeah, he's force feeding alcohol down Ben's mouth.
And he won't. So Ben's along for the ride. He's only drinking alcohol. Then he gets the bone stuck. And he still has a beer, sake, and a glass of water he has not touched all night. And the bone is stuck in his throat. He keeps complaining about it after Nick has reprimanded him. And I'm like, dude, drink water. What would any normal human being in this situation do? Drink the water. He's like, I won't drink it.
He's like, I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch. And I'm like, dude, you're choking. It has nothing to do with that. He's like, I'm not a bitch.
That's crazy.
At some point, he gets on the wave that he's like, Aiden, you gotta blow in my throat, Aiden.
Yeah, he's not saying I need CPR. He's saying, Aiden,
Morty, you gotta.
He's like, Aiden, you gotta blow in my throat. And I lean over and I say, Aiden, as the resident bisexual, you need to do this. and Mango goes, Aiden's bisexual? Oh, you're definitely blowing down my throat. and Aiden's like, I'm not going to blow down your throat. And we're all talking about how Aiden's fucked up.
And eventually I cave. I even caved. I'm like, I will blow in your throat if you just drink a glass of water.
Wait, can
Please
is the
try
logic
the
here
water.
that he wants you to like push the bone?
He wants
through
me
air
to
with-
dislodge.
Right.
He wants me
Okay.
to dislodge the bone in his esophagus by blowing into his mouth.
Like the Na'vi
that is
people.
his plan.
Like the Na'vi, it
and he
works. It
refuses
works.
to drink
So
water.
instead of trying anything that we tell him, we keep suggesting things. And if anyone says try drinking sake, he drinks it. But if anyone says drink water, he goes no way.
That is insane.
So he starts to
He
Google.
would die from stubbornness. Like he would just.
yeah.
He would
He
just
starts
die.
to Google what do you do when you're choking. And one of it's like try eating more food to push it down. One of it's like try drinking soda to like break it down with acid. And I have a soda on the table, and I'm like, here, Mango, the thing you just read that you know is good. Do it now. And so he takes the soda, he holds it, and he goes, no, gives it back to me. And I'm like, what's wrong with
Why?
you? What is wrong with
Why
you?
did he say why?
No, he just didn't. He wouldn't explain anything. He was like, just take this back.
You can't lead him to water.
And the whole night, he gets in more and more excruciating pain, and he's like, no, I feel it going down. I feel it. And we're like, okay.
Making his way down.
So we're like kind of ignoring him at this point because it's been like 20 minutes, and he's not doing anything to help himself. I finally order a hot water from the desk. I'm like, maybe warm water will relax his throat. It'll go down. I'm like, here's your hot water, Mango. And he's like, I'm not drinking that. And I'm like, that is the last attempt I make to help you. That was my last attempt.
Dude, he went to the
And
ER.
he is wasted. He is fucking hammered.
He's very drunk.
This is my goat.
He starts to look at me in bed, and he's like, you guys think I'm drunk, huh? And I'm like, yes. I'm like, yes. That has nothing to do with you choking, but absolutely.
I'm at
Show
the
us
end
the
of the
picture.
night.
Show us the picture.
Of him in
Yeah,
the ER?
it's on his Twitter zipper of him. So eventually, Mango, he needs to take an Uber home, and I'm making sure that he doesn't get fucking hit by a car because he's like calling the guy in the Uber, and he's like, "Where are you?" And I don't think it doesn't matter what the guy even says to him. He's just like, "Huh." He's not hearing a word he's saying. So I'm just corralling Mango. I'm making sure he keeps crossing the street without waiting for the signal. So I'm like making sure he gets across and shit. And then he finally gets into his Uber. I make sure he gets home. And then he goes to the fucking ER. Yeah, that night he posts a picture on Twitter. It just says like fucking like Aiden did this to me or something.
Yeah, I went home, so I'm just literally seeing like kind of just like tweets here and there. And then it's just like Mango in the ER. He's just like, this is Aiden's fault. And I'm like, what happened? How?
I can't believe you did that to him.
And then by the end of the night, I'm almost gaslit into thinking this is my fault. By the way, I'm like sitting
why
there,
he's one of us. That's
and
why
I'm
Mango's
wondering
one of
like,
us.
should I have blown down his throat? Thank God, I got bailed out the next day. Dr. Noodle Slam comes into my DMs unprompted.
I hate you, Aiden. He's in an ER
Yeah.
bed, looking
in
like
my
he's
shirt,
suffering.
in the shirt with my face on it.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
And Dr. Noodle Slam told me that if it's in his esophagus and he's breathing okay, he just needs to go to the ER. If it would have been funny though if you blowed down his throat and perforated his esophagus, which is apparently
he definitely would have blamed
which
you.
is apparently the risk of you create too much like pressure and their esophagus just tears. So good thing I didn't fucking do it.
Yeah, but you know what? You should have because your friend asked you to.
Yeah, you
No,
also
you didn't know
also
that. You're just a dick.
Yeah, you're being an asshole right now.
don't. Yeah, fuck you.
No, I had an idea. It might
you,
be
Ludwig.
bad.
That's really funny. Yeah, Mango almost died. That was almost over from a fish.
I mean, I feel like when Mango goes down, or honestly, one of us, it should be from something as minor as a fish bone.
Or a fish like, yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
ever since this night, because we drove to the restaurant together, he put on a Tongue Tied by Group Love, and he just DMs me the lyrics to the song.
That's really
like
funny.
every day I get a Mango DM that says, "Take me to your best friend's house."
That's like he has a crush on you.
Yeah.